Hello everyone, welcome to Monarch. My name is Sam. If I asked you how you were doing today, I hope that you'd say that you're feeling ambitious. In this week's video, we'll discuss ways to boost your CV whilst you're at uni. And I'll be sharing my own experiences with each point if I've done it. So, let's get into it. Firstly, I'm going to talk about certificates and awards. Now, these might sound more difficult to get and less common, but in reality, a lot of universities offer you a lot of different awards programs that you can take. I did one called the Industry 4.0 Challenge, working with businesses in my local area to promote sustainability. And my group achieved third place, and we won the third place award for that. So lots of universities offer these types of things, and if not, you can find them yourselves on things like Bright Network. I did one called Internship Experience UK, which kind of leads on to another point of internships, but at the end of it, we got a certificate to say we've completed it, and obviously those types of things can go onto your CV, and employers like to see that because it shows that you've actually accomplished something rather than just participated in something. So the next point, I kind of gave it away there, is internships. So what that is you go and work for a company for a specified amount of time. They do year-long internships as well as just like summer internships, so a couple of months. You work with a company to gain some experience in what it's like to actually work there, but it's not like a proper full-time job. It's more of a training program to get you experienced on loads of different things, but again, the problem with that is that it depends on the company, because some will call it an internship when it is basically just a job. The next point is volunteering. So volunteering, pretty self-explanatory. It's just going and helping out with anything that you can, basically, without expecting a reward. This is one of the most important things on CVs, I think, is to show your volunteering experience, because companies like to see your work ethic there. So what a volunteering position shows is that you're willing to work without gaining anything. And obviously, you don't want them to think, oh, well, they'll work for nothing, so we don't have to pay them. That's not the point. It's the point that they're able to see you're a strong work ethic, you're a strong worker, you have a good work ethic, and you're willing to do whatever, basically. The next point is work placements. So this is a scheme that a lot of universities do, but not for all courses. We've done a separate video on them if you'd like to check that out. I myself am planning on participating in a work placement next year. So it's very similar to the internship. In fact, it's pretty much the same thing as an internship, except it's more focused around universities doing it with them. Whereas an internship, you can go for an internship without having to be at university. The next point is study abroad. So this is usually taken at the same time as a work placement between your second and final year. So it becomes your third year, but most people consider third year their last year of the degree. It's not helpful. But study abroad is literally just you go to a different university in a different country and work there for it, or not work there, sorry. You do a university course there. You keep learning, so you gain extra knowledge that you wouldn't previously have because it's not part of your standard degree. But you get to do it abroad. Different country. I don't really get what employers get out of seeing that, but employers really like to see that you've worked abroad or studied abroad. Anything that shows you're willing to go to a different country for it, I guess. I don't know. But I guess it shows your cross-cultural competencies and all that sort of stuff. So it shows that you've got other good qualities that employers might like to see, so important to put onto a CV. Next is the obvious one of part-time jobs. Not much to say about that, it's just literally get a job that you can do in your spare time when you're not at university. Everyone knows what a part-time job is, I don't think I need to explain too much about that. I personally haven't had a part-time job at any point whilst at uni, but I know people that do. I just feel like I don't personally have enough free time. But if you feel like you do, it's definitely a good one, and it helps to show that you haven't got gaps in your CV, which is a big problem employers tend to have, of seeing, oh, they haven't worked for the last 3 years, and it's like, well, they were at uni but weren't working, so there's problems. And my last point, although it's 3 in 1, is student jobs. So this can be a wide variety of different things, and I'm just going to talk about the 3 that I have personally, the 3 I have done. I'm currently doing all 3 of these. So firstly, there's course reps. So that is working with the student union to help communication between the student union and the actual university, basically. So it's just relaying information about the courses to the students' union, who then help to inform the university again about what they're doing well, what they're doing wrong. The next thing I'm doing is being a student ambassador. So what that is sort of a volunteering thing, but I do get paid for it, so it's not. But it's just offering to help out at the university with things like open days, stuff like that. Offer holder days, anything that requires a lot of organisation, they call us in for that, and then we help out. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is being a society committee member. Now again, I said earlier about videos, I've got another video on why you should join a society, if you want to check that out. It's in the top now. But yeah, so you can join a society, and then you have the chance, if you want to, or depends on the university and how it's run, but usually there'll be an option for you to progress from just a regular member to a committee member and help out actually organising the events and stuff. And that's something that I have done with my housemate. She started a society at the start of this year, and I joined. I'm now the social secretary, so what that means is I just help out in the organisation, running of the events, that sort of stuff. So yeah, and that looks really good on a CV because again, it shows you're getting involved in communities, helping out when you don't have to, stuff like that. And gets rid of those work gaps like I was talking about with part-time jobs. I know that was a lot of information and also very all over the place, and I apologise for that. I'm literally recording this 2 hours before it needs to be uploaded because I've been busy. But with that, we've reached the end of my list. Let me know in the comments section below if you can think of anything that I've forgotten. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please do subscribe. It allows you to stay up to date with all of our videos, and it helps the channel out a ton. I hope to see you in next week's video, but until then, remember to stay educated.